So almost on a daily basis, I have people reaching out to me. Magic, I'm running my Facebook campaign, not getting any sales. What should I do? What am I doing wrong? And I tell you that when I look at their campaigns, 90% of the time, it's one of the two things that's keeping them from getting sales. So today, I'm going to tell you why you're not getting any sales from your Facebook campaigns. I'm going to give you two major reasons why this happens. Then I'm going to give you two strategies to solve this problem and start getting sales. And I'm also going to give you one bonus that you can use so in future you never have this kind of problem. So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end and make sure you're not distracted. Make sure to have a pen and a paper in your hand, because I will be telling you a lot of little things, and those little things is what you need to note down and apply to your campaign, because if you don't apply them, nothing will change and then your results are not gonna change. But before we get started, if you're here for the very first time, make sure you do subscribe, because I'll be releasing a lot of videos on telling you how to run Facebook ads, how to make money, how to improve conversions, how to sell, how to make more money. So you don't want to miss those videos. So go ahead, hit subscribe, hit that bell icon, and let's get started. So almost on a daily basis, I have people reaching out to me. Magic, I'm running my Facebook campaign, not getting any sales. What should I do? What am I doing wrong? And I tell you that when I look at their campaigns, 90% of the time, it's one of the two things that's keeping them from getting sales. The first one is that they have an incorrect sales process. You see, in order to sell a product, there are steps. There are multiple steps, and those steps, when put together, is what makes a sales process. An example could be somebody comes to your website, they give you their email, then you send them some email, then you bring them to a sales page, and then they buy it. This is very typical. With Facebook, a lot of the times we show an ad and bring people directly to our sales page. But let's say you're selling a product which needs a bigger commitment from your prospective customer. They're not gonna buy it the first time. What if you're here and I'm trying to sell you something for $500, $1,000, $5,000? You don't know me, you meet me for the very first time. You're not going to spend $5,000 on me, meeting me the first time. So if I run an ad and bring you directly to the sales page, you're not going to buy. I will need to do something more to convince you. But let's say it's not even about money. I'm giving you something for free. I'm gonna give you an advice about your health for free. I'm gonna give you an advice about your relationships for free. Give you an advice to apply to your business, to your finances for free. You're still going to be nervous to use it. These are very important areas of your life. Wealth, relationship, health. You're not gonna just take anybody's word and apply something and mess up your health, wealth, relationship. So there is a much bigger commitment. They need to know you. They need to know that they can trust your advice before they will act on it. So if someone like that comes and I try to sell them something, they're not gonna buy. So this is one example of how people run a campaign. They bring people to their sales page, nothing happens, they keep running, they hire someone else to create new ads, do this for 3-4 months, run out of money, they think they can't make money. So there are problems like this in your campaign that's keeping you from making money. Now, if I had said this differently, somebody comes to my sales page, they leave, I can track them, I can retarget them, I can show them a different ad, I can show them a testimony to increase their confidence. I can then have them get a book for free, get their email, send them some more information, build connection, show them that I know what I'm talking about, maybe offer them some discount, then they'll buy from me. And that's the thing, every industry, every product, every service has a different sales process. And there's a very good chance you don't have the right sales process to sell what you're trying to sell. So you're running ads, people are coming, but the sales process is incomplete or is not the right one for your product. And that's not going to give you sales. The second thing I see is that people have a really bad sales proposition. Their sales proposition is just not working. But what happens is when people create a product or a service, they're so attached to it that they think their vision is what they want the world to buy. And things don't work that way. Let's say if I were to tell you, I want to sell you this t-shirt, this used t-shirt, okay? I want to give it to you. I haven't washed this t-shirt in like 3 years and I'm wearing this every day. I want to sell this to you. Do you want to buy it? Hell no, absolutely not. But I think this is a valuable t-shirt. It still looks good after 3 years of not washing and me wearing every day. It still looks good. Why would you not want it? So in my mind, it might be a good proposition. To you, it's not. But what if I present this differently? What if I were to tell you, this is a t-shirt I've been wearing for 3 years, I've never washed it, and this t-shirt has made me multi-millionaire. Every day I wear this, it makes me over $10,000. And I'm finally willing to give this t-shirt to someone. Do you want it now? So you see, it's the same product, just different proposition. And I find a lot of the times, people just don't understand. They're like, I made this, I designed this, and I want it to be sold just like this. And it's like, good luck. So these are the two biggest problems. If you're not selling product services, then there's a very good chance you don't have a right sales process or your sales proposition needs to be corrected. You do these two things and your sales will take off. You will start to make money. So there are two ways you fix this problem. The first one, I'm going to start. This is a little complicated one, this strategy. It's very simple if you are a marketer, if you have any experience with marketing, it's a piece of cake for you then. But if you're someone who's new, who has no idea about marketing, don't know how to do things, don't even know half the tools, you're going to have a little challenge with that. In that case, you start with the second strategy that I'm going to give after this. So the very first thing you do is you drive traffic from your ads to your sales page. You get about 1,000 visitors there. But right now we want to know why people are not buying. So we want to figure out the problem in our sales process. So we need to first bring people there. It doesn't matter how we bring there. You need to send 1,000 people there. And if you're trying to figure out the gap between Facebook and the sales page, you need to bring people from Facebook. Now it's possible it might be a lot of money, or like you may not even have money to bring 1,000 people in because you're just starting. And like I said, in that case, you use the second strategy. And I'm sure you're also thinking, you probably have heard from someone that 100 or 200 visitors are enough. If you can't sell to the first 100 or 200, your offer is not working. And once again, they're right. But in my experience, that doesn't work with Facebook. I've had many cases, many scenarios where I sent traffic and the first 500-600 didn't buy a single thing, and all of a sudden my sales took off. And the reason is, if you're a new business, you don't have any data, you don't have any similar list, similar audience to tell Facebook, then Facebook has to hunt people on their own. And sometimes it can take them a while to find your right audience. And that's why when I run a campaign, I always send 1,000 visitors before I decide if I need to make changes, if my campaign's working right or wrong. So I would recommend send 1,000 if you can afford. If you can't, you can't. And then if you send 1,000 visitors and it's still not working, now it's time for us to dissect your sales page. And usually there are three things that I pay attention to. One is the headline, second is the pricing, and third is the sale proposition. And sometimes headline and sale proposition go hand in hand. Okay, so I already gave you an example before with the t-shirt. So we need to try a few different headlines and a few different sales propositions to see if that changes our conversion. Because it's again something really funny that I have seen happens, and it happens with pricing and happens with headline. People coming from one platform respond better to a specific headline and a price range versus people coming from another platform. So you have to test the different streams. I know a lot of people will tell you same headline works everywhere. It doesn't. because they're a different crowd, different audience, they have different intention. So somebody on Facebook is not actively searching for a solution. So we may need a whole different strategy to bring them in, versus somebody on Google is searching for information. On YouTube, they're searching for information. So it's more information-based headlines that works there. So your conversions will be much higher if you create headlines appealing to different traffic sources. Same goes with pricing. Once again, when I create my campaigns, I create different campaigns for different traffic sources, because someone on Facebook may be willing to pay you $30 versus someone on Google may be willing to pay you $40 for the same offer. Your affiliate may be willing to pay you $60. So you have to try different pricing. So that will be the first step. I will work on these three things: change the headline, change the sales proposition, change the pricing, test them out, make 3 versions and see one of them works better. The next thing you want to do at this stage is you want to absolutely make sure that you're tracking your cart abandonment. This is where big money is sitting, and it always amazes me. Like almost 80 to 90% of people who come to me and tell me they're not making money, they're not tracking any abandoned carts and they're not doing anything to bring these people back in. Think about this. You brought this person to your sales page. They went to your checkout page, entered their information, entered their email. The only thing they did not enter is their credit card, and maybe they also did enter their credit card and it got declined. Regardless whether they entered credit card or not, they were almost ready to buy. Nobody enters their information if they were not ready to buy. But for some reason, they changed their mind or something happened and they didn't buy. So now, and they completely forgot about it. So now if you don't know these people, you're not tracking them, you're not retargeting them with ads or email, you're losing money because these people are almost ready to buy. So if you have their email from the shopping cart, send them a few emails, maybe offer them a discount, and that should get you a sale. Or retarget them, show them some more ads, show them some success stories, show them some a different kind of ads that excites them to buy your product, and you'll get a sale. Show them other people are buying it, they'll buy it. Social proof works great. Brings me to the next point, retargeting. Make sure you're retargeting, because like I said, especially if you're selling something that's not impulsive, that's more than $5 or $10. A lot of people are not going to buy it the very first time they see it. You'll have to remind them, you'll have to excite them, you'll have to, create a connection with them, give them reasons to trust you and buy from you. Show them more ads, show them other people are using it, show them reviews, success stories, send them some emails, create a connection. So anybody who comes to your page, you make sure you set up a retargeting, because they're obviously interested in that topic, or they would not have clicked on the ad to come there. So they're interested, they came on that page, they didn't buy, no problem. Retarget them with ads. If none of this is working, try a different strategy. Instead of sending them directly to the sales page, capture their email first. Give them a free book, a free video, capture their emails, send them emails, then a discount, and have them buy it. I use quiz in most of my businesses, and that's one of the best things ever. I'll make another video on quiz, how to use quiz to make money. When I started using quiz, my conversions literally quadrupled, and my cost of acquisition went down by half. Not joking, I'll show you stats when I make that. Use something like that to bring them in. Have them take a quiz, and based on their answers, tell them why they should take your product, why your product will be best for them. They want a bracelet. Let them go through a style guide and say, based on this, I think if you wear this, this will be perfect for your style. Do that and watch how your sales are gonna pick up. All these pieces that I'm talking about are part of the sales process. So you see what I'm telling you, 90% of the time it's the sales process or the sales proposition that's incorrect, where there are missing pieces. That's why you don't get sales. But like I said, I understand this is too many steps. You're someone new, you probably can't execute this. So okay, no problem. Then we go to strategy 2. Strategy 2 is where you look at your competitor and you study their sales process, and if it's right for you, then you apply it. Now let me reiterate and let me stress on the part study. You have to study their sales process. Understand the main driving force of their sales process. Otherwise, you could end up losing money. It may not work for you. Let me give you an example. Let's say your competitor is a big brand and has a lot of following. They've been in business for a while. They come up with a new product and they say, hey, I've come with a new revolutionary product, buy it. And people run and they buy it. Well, they're buying because they know this person, they trust this person. If you were to create the same thing and say, I have a new revolutionary product, go and buy it. Nobody will buy it because you don't have a brand, you don't have following, people don't know you, they don't trust you. So you have to study their sales process and make sure their sales process can easily be transferred to your company, your products. If not, keep looking for other competitors until you find one whose sales strategy can easily be transferred to you. There's probably someone who's doing a little better than you, but not too better than you. This is one mistake also. I'll tell you, a lot of gurus just tell you, copy somebody else. Well, you can't copy someone else who's like light years ahead of you. It's like if I were to tell you, drive like a Formula race car driver would. That wouldn't apply to you driving on the road. It's not gonna get you passing your driving test. You're gonna fail if you start taking wide turns like someone does in a Formula car race. And that's what it is. You have to find someone who's in your league, who's doing better than you, but not way too better. Otherwise, they're completely out of your league, and their sales process will not work for you at the stage you're in right now. You could go back a few years back and see what they were doing, and if that still works in today's market condition, but marketing things change so fast, you really can't apply something from 4 years back. It doesn't work that way. So look for someone who's doing better than you, just a little better than you. But also don't ignore your big competitor, because the sales process they're using could be something that could be transferred to you, and that's why you start by studying their process. It's very simple. You go on their website. The minute you go on their website, they're gonna start showing ads to you on Facebook. All right, you see their ad, you click on the right-hand corner where there are those 3 dots. Click on those dots, a new window will open. One of the options will be, why am I seeing this ad? It will tell you like they're targeting, I don't know, let's say people who over the age of 20, they're targeting men, women, whatever, right? So you'll see what the ad looks like. You'll see the content of their ad. You'll see the target audience they're going after. You'll see their sales page. Go on their sales page, even initiate the checkout, just don't buy it. So now you'll also start getting retargeting ads from them or emails from them. Their whole sales process, they'll hand it to you. All you have to do is look at those pieces and see if you can apply that to your business. If you can, done. Because if it's working for them, it's making them money, no reason it won't make you money. So this is the easiest way to do it. But the problem here that comes is if you're a beginner, right, then you're too attached to your idea and you'll be like, oh no, that idea is never gonna work for me. That's not my product. Well, if you do that, I promise you 20 years from now, you'll still be at the same place saying, that's not my idea, that's not my product, and now I'm not making money. Or you'll run out of money in a few months and you'll give up. This is business. You wanna run it like a businessman. If you can be professional, then quit this industry, go and get a job somewhere else. But here our goal is to grow, and whatever gets the job done, do it, because we wanna make money, we wanna keep moving forward. I know I'm speaking like harshly, but I feel if I don't tell you the truth, nobody will. And I wish somebody told me that when I was struggling. Nobody did, and I struggled for a long, long time, and I don't want you to go through that struggle. So I'm telling you, these are your only choices. And if you do these 2 things, I promise you, you're going to start to get sales. Between these two, there is a very good chance, a 90% chance you will start to get sales. But if for any reason, you don't start to get sales, reach out to me. I'll put a link below. Reach out to me, set up a phone call with me. I'll look at your sales process, I'll look at the data, and I'll tell you why it's not working, what you need to do differently. I'll tell you if there's anything that's missing or what you can do differently to pick up your sales. With a very good chance it will work with this. If not, just click on that link. I'll help you out. And here's something, the extra bonus I'm going to give you for future. Anytime you create an offer, anytime you create a product, don't start by creating product. First, test your offer out. Create a few ads, create a few headlines, create a few sales propositions, and see if one of them gets you good results. If they do, then you know that is the angle you want to take to create your product. Now, if you already have a sales process working for you, it's easy to create a product. You can even outsource at that point because you know you will make money, so you can pay someone to make a product. Or you can look at your competitors and see what they're doing and then test something like theirs. And if it's working, then create a product similar to theirs. Always test your sales and marketing before you create a product. It's okay to have an idea of a product, but make sure you test the version of the product before you make it, because once you make it, you get attached to it. It's your baby now. You have to promote it, you have to make it work, and sometimes that can be really challenging. Especially if you're new, you don't have experience, you don't have a good pulse on what market wants, you could really be struggling for a long time. And I tell you, anytime I create my sales campaigns, anytime I run ads, anytime I'm creating products, I always hire people to look at it only for one reason. Because I have blinders, I'm too attached to my work, I'm too attached to my marketing, to my ads. I want a third party to look at them and tell me what's working, what's not working. Helps me. So always do that. If you just plan your sales process first, find out what people want, and then create a product, you'll never be in this place because you know it's working. You've already tested the ads first. Always do that. I know this was a long video, and I know I gave you a lot of information. So just watch this video again so you don't miss anything out if you haven't taken notes. And even if you did take notes, it's always good to go back, watch this video again so you haven't missed anything out. Now start implementing this. I promise you, as soon as you start implementing these, you will see the light. You will see where you're having trouble and why it's not working. You will just see that obstacle and you will solve it, and your sales will begin. There's no rocket science. It's just ads. It's just a simple system. Anybody can make it work. Anybody can replicate that.